And we think about the Lord and we think about His goodness. We think about the wonderful things that He's done for us. There's no reason in the world why we cannot exalt Him in all His glory.
Amen.
And I want to thank you for letting me be here this morning, Dennis, and inviting me to be here.
Thank you.
And to share with these fine folks here this morning. The Lord's blessed me, and you folks have prayed for me, and you've helped me. And we've seen some great things from the Lord that has happened with me. And over the past several months, and really about a year and a half now, actually, since things began to happen with me, things began to occur in my life that I never expected to happen. And the thing is never been in the position that I've been in throughout my entire life. I've been just a person who would go and do and minister and help people and do for people, and pastor for 32 years, and then all of a sudden that's, illness and sickness stopped it. And you've heard my testimony, and I've shared it with you folks many times. But this morning, and many messages have come to me as a result of that, and today's one of them. I think I may have shared some others with you when I've been here. I certainly have when I've gone to different churches and preached, when I get an occasion to preach from time to time, which is becoming a little bit more frequent, which I'm glad of. I don't pastor anymore, not able to. But I do enjoy going out and speaking at different fellowships. And I certainly enjoy coming here and speaking here. I have a chance to be able to work with a lot of nonprofits. That's what I do. And I do seminars in colleges and therefore other nonprofits that I'm able to help get started, get moving along. And we're glad to be able to do that. And I too, Norman, see many ministries like this starting, from soup kitchens to food trucks feeding the homeless, to starting places for homeless. I was at one Bladen Community College and speaking one day on starting and teaching them how to do demographics in the area to learn how to be able to be most effective. And one high school teacher spoke up and said, "There's 147 homeless children in my school." That's in Bladen County. 147 homeless children in her school. And you don't think there's a ministry there to start? And we see this is becoming more and more all the time. But let me just share with you this morning one of the things that affects us as Christians more than anything else. And one of the things that hinders our personal testimony more than anything else. And it's a little word that you're familiar with, and when you hear it, you're going to kind of giggle a little bit, not because it's funny, but because it's true. And the thing that bothers us most in our life and hinders our testimony, hinders our witness, hinders our work, is stress. Stress. What do you do with stress? Paul talked about it while he was in prison. You can read the story in Acts chapter 16, where he and Silas were put in a jail at Philippi only after they had been beaten, bloody, bruised, shackled, and thrown into the innermost parts of that prison. And they had the audacity to lay back up in that prison and start singing. And Paul wrote these words, this is familiar to you. When he was talking, he began speaking to the church at Philippi about a couple of the sisters there who were having an issue. Euodias and Syntyche. I guess that's her name, Syntyche. That's the way I pronounce it. And he was trying to tell them to work together in the church because it was important for the testimony. And then he went on to say these words, rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Let your moderation be known unto all men, the Lord is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer. I said everything. Say everything.
Everything.
By prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And here's what's going to happen. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep you. Finally, brethren, I love this. You know what causes stress? It's because we have a thinking problem.
That's right.
Not a drinking problem, but a thinking problem.
Come on. Preach on. Come on.
So he says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things of a good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which you have learned and received and heard and need do, and the God of peace shall be with you.